Oh. I love you. Funny thing, babe. I've actually had a change of heart.
What? You want to stay? Really?
You told me that you couldn't have asked for a better place to raise your kids, and it made me look at this house with new eyes. Especially after I found out. Joe, I'm pregnant. Joe? Joe?
What is good, YouTube? Warstu here with a video on The Flash Season 4. So during the latest episode of The Flash, Episode 3, Oh Luck Be a Lady, it was revealed that Joe's girlfriend, Cecile, is with child, which means she is pregnant. And then Joe looked shocked at the end of the episode, like he was just about to call up Barry Allen and tell him to run back in time and change the timeline because he looked scared. And also, I thought to myself, are they building up to the Daniel West Reverse Flash storyline that everyone thought we were getting last season? So if you remember back to last season when Wally West ended up in the cocoon, the pod, remember Dr. Alchemy essentially gave Kid Flash his powers because Kid Flash was the Flash in the Flashpoint timeline. Everyone, including me, and it was a popular theory on the internet, lots of people thought that we were going to get an evil version of Wally West, which would have been a much better version than the Wally West that we actually got. So this week's episode, Wally West left the show. He left to stay with a friend after Jesse Quick dumped him with a breakup cube, I think it was, which is kind of funny, but I've never really heard of that before. So we know he's going to be back for Crisis on Earth X storyline. So could he actually be Daniel West? So who is Daniel West? Daniel West is Iris West's younger brother, previously a small-time crook. He was arrested by the Flash when both were starting their careers. Later, he was released under parole, claiming to be a different person, better man. However, he became a supervillain known as the Reverse Flash, hunting down and killing everyone who came into contact with the Speed Force and absorbing them. Now, don't get this confused with Eve Barthorne, the Reverse Flash. Daniel West, the Reverse Flash, is totally different to the most famous Flash villain. His suit is kind of black, red, yellowish. He's quite a cool character, but even if they do the storyline, I can't really see it playing out that often. He was briefly mentioned in the most recent DC Rebirth 2016-ish. So will this new baby be called Daniel West? Now, a lot of people thought instantly to themselves as soon as Cecile announced she's with child, meaning she's pregnant, and Joe looked like he was about to have a heart attack, everyone thought that Daniel West is coming to the Flash. That's how they're going to reintroduce the Reverse Flash. No, guys, the Reverse Flash E. Barthorne will be present at some point, but I think they do have a really good opportunity to reveal a new Reverse Flash and put some life back into the Wally West character. So I've got a few theories of the ways I personally think they could do. If you've got a better theory, what you could do is drop it down below. So what they could do is, we all know we have something to do called the multiverse, which is as infinite Earths with different versions of yourself. So it could just be the case that we get an evil version of Wally somewhere from a different universe, and that turns out to be Daniel West from the future. That could be a possible scenario. Or could we actually end up finding out that our Wally West is actually Daniel West and the new baby will be Wally West? Or will future version of Joe and Cecile's baby become the Reverse Flash, and when he come back to kind of take out Barry Allen. Now I know that's a bit similar to the whole Barry Allen versus Time Remnant Savitar, but I think that would be really cool if they could tie in a future version of Daniel West if they actually have this baby. They've not actually said anything. I think that's why they left it on the dramatic cliffhanger of Joe looking like he wants Barry to kind of time travel and change the timeline. So I think that would be pretty cool. I mean, there's not too much to say about the Daniel West character because he's just basically an evil speedster that wants to kill anyone that comes into contact with the Speed Force and absorb it. He's just really a generic speedster, to be honest. Not as good as Eadbar form, the like proper Flash, but he has existed in multiple different ways. His powers are similar to other speedsters. He's got a connection to the Speed Force. He can phase, enhance strength, durability. He can like temporarily manipulation kind of skills. He's just basically like a speedster that's evil and wants to kill anyone in touch with the Speed Force. But I do think it's quite interesting that Joe West is having another kid. Very interesting because he's only really come back into connection with Wally West, and now Wally West has kind of disappeared. So let me know, guys, do you think our Wally West is going to turn into the evil Daniel West somehow, like everyone theorized during last season? Or do you just think that when Joe and Cecile have a baby, that somehow he's going to like grow up really fast and end up becoming an evil speedster? Or even, this is a bit crazy, do you think that Joe West is actually really Daniel West? Yeah, I know that one is a bit of a stretch, but I think it would be pretty cool if it could turn out that, oh my god, Joe actually is Daniel West and he's actually an evil speedster, but no one knew that. Yes, that's a bit crazy, but I've been thinking about one for ages, but I didn't really want to put it out there, and it would be so cool to see Joe West as a speedster. But I know that is stretching a long way. Anyway, guys, so let me know what you think about this video. I'm most likely going to title it something like New Reverse Flash Explained, Who is Daniel West, or something along those lines, because it's not really a new Reverse Flash. It's only a new Reverse Flash if he comes to the show, because he's not a new character. He'd be a new character in the sense of the Flash TV show, but everyone already knows about him. And also next week we've got the Flash Elongated Journey into Night, where we're going to get Breacher, we're going to get Elongated Man, who's replacing Julian Albert. That's going to be pretty cool. And guys, I don't think the Thinker is the overall villain, because like Harrison Wells is already starting to figure out stuff. I mean, we know in episode 6, the Council of Wells, they're going to form a massive multiverse team of Harrison Wells, and they're going to figure out who the Thinker is. We know the Thinker is going to get revealed in the mid-season finale, which is episode 9. I don't really understand why they call it mid-season finale, because there's 23 episodes. If you divide 23 by 2, you don't get 9. I don't really understand why they call it there. Anyway, guys, any videos and stuff you want me to do, drop down below. Do you think Daniel West is actually going to be Joe and Cecile's baby, or do you just think it's going to be Wally West's evil version, or are they going to turn our Wally West into Daniel West? Because either way, I think Wally West has to go to Legends of Tomorrow. Anyway, guys, please like, subscribe, and comment. That would be awesome, would help the channel grow. Let me know what you think about these videos. I'm really been trying to be pushing these Flash videos, but for some reason they're not getting any traction or interest. Anyway, guys, hit that bell button down below, and we will catch you in another video very soon, guys. Catch ya later.